back. In this video, I have 3 muscles that will quite literally bulletproof your back from pain. And now these 3 muscles are ones that I learned to master in my back pain relief journey, and they gave me a whole new level of added strength and stability and resilience just day to day, not triggering pain, living more resilient, and living with a pain-free back. And these 3 muscles, which I will show you the exact exercises on how to get there, are the QL, the multifidus, and the abdominals. And each of these are going to target a different area of the trunk, of the core of the back here, and all are very important in building a solid, stable core and foundation. So if your current routine doesn't include training 1 or all 3 of these muscle groups, I highly recommend doing it because you're probably leaving a lot of great lower back strength and gains on the table. All right, starting with the QL. So the QL is a deep 4-sided lower back muscle, and this is going to be one that we train when we do side-to-side movements. And the easiest one in the world to do here is going to be the side plank. You can also do suitcase carries or a lot of abdominal exercises where you're working one side at a time. But the side plank is pretty universal. You really have no excuses on not doing it. And to do this, you can just elevate like this. What's great about the side plank is it's not only going to train the QL, but it's going to train all of your side-to-side stabilizers. And all those are super important in a strong, healthy lower back, like the obliques, the upper glutes, and even some of the spinal erectors on each side. And now a good standard to work up to for the side plank is 2 minutes on each side, which sounds like a lot, and it kind of is. If you can't get there right now, do 4 sets of 30 seconds or 2 sets of 1 minute, whatever it takes to build up to 2 minutes of total time. Do that a couple times a week, and before you know it, you'll be doing a 2-minute side plank, and your back pain will rarely, if ever, trigger. The second muscle group that you do not want to neglect, and you definitely want to train if you care at all about building your lower back, is the multifidus. And these are the little vertebrae to vertebrae, and vertebrae to every other vertebrae muscles that run all along the spine. So they're super important in spinal stability. They're kind of your last line of defense before something goes wrong. And building up strength and endurance in here is going to help you just stay stiff and upright, kind of like Stuart McGill talks about. You want to build spinal stiffness day to day. If you have a flimsy spine, you're more likely to trigger all the time. This is going to help build that stiffness and just rigidity and resilience, so that when you try to do something or pick something up, your integrity of your spine stays intact. And my favorite exercises for this I call the multifidus med ball. Basically, you just get on a med ball like so, and you bring one arm and the opposite leg up at a time. You kind of want to let the body collapse a little bit slowly and then contract up. And this is another one you want to do for a lot of time. I like building up to 2 to 3 minutes in each position, kind of doing slow, controlled movements. You don't want to do this all flippantly and with a whole lot of range of motion, because then you're going to start bringing in other muscles. It's going to turn into a lat, a spinal erector, and a glute exercise, and it's not really going to isolate the multifidus as well. Once you do this for a minute, 2 minutes at a time, you should feel a really good deep burn in those muscles. It shouldn't hurt. If it does, stop what you're doing, try to build up to that same amount of time, if not more, in the next exercise, the next time you do the movement. And last but definitely not least is the abdominals. And the abdominals and the amount of strength and pressure you can place on the abs here are very telling of your total body strength. The reason you want to train the abs is not just for show, or it's not just for looking good, but it's for building pressure and strength in your whole core here. The stronger your abs are and the more pressure you can hold in, the stronger you can brace, the stronger you can oppose movement, the heavier weights you can lift, just the more resilient you'll be overall. And one exercise that I love to do this, which again, you can do it right at home, no excuses at all, is the dead bug. And a couple cues here. You want to tuck the belly button in so the back is flat on the ground, and then we're gonna do one leg at a time with pause reps while keeping the belly button in. Like, you should be able to hit your stomach, and it shouldn't move. Like, if you're kind of relaxed and lazy here, it'll be soft, but you want this to be hard. So do this for about 10 pause reps with about 2-second pause on each side, all while keeping the core in this whole area solid and not moving. Your legs and your arms should move, but your core should not. And there you have it. Those are 3 of the most efficient moves that you can do to help bulletproof your back. Whether you're a beginner or whether you're advanced, you can really scale these moves to any sort of level depending on what your activity level is and where you're trying to go. So make sure to do these 3 exercises and your back will thank you. If you enjoyed this video on the back strength fundamentals, check out my core progression exercises video to take your back strength to the next level. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, helps me get the message out, and we'll see you in the next one.